All right, welcome back. So today I've got out some of my drag builds. Now with the new Losi ready to run drag car coming out, and yes, I did order one before anybody asked down in the comments. I ordered both colors and I ordered the roller. Not necessarily I'm going to pick all of them up, but I'm excited to get one of the ready to runs and possibly one of the rollers. So, but I did order all three just because it's Losi and I like the aluminum chassis. As you know, some of these builds I've done, the missing link with the reefs wheels on it. One of my first builds, which is a slash based off the traxxas drag wheels on Rustler arms. The 5.0 Mustang, classic, you gotta love it. I mean, you just have to love this build. And I do run my cars, so they're not mint, but they are clean. They have good paint jobs. The Nova 2, right over here. Really good run and slash build, stock slash arms. And then of course the infamous watermelon over there in the corner. One of my best ever drag builds. These two were basically used chassis that I converted with different electronics, built transmissions, that kind of stuff. Watermelon over there is an RTR. It was a VXL with a sound kit. First video I did on YouTube doing RC. I decided to, I posted a video of these two after I built them, not how I built them, just which would be your choice. And it got a bunch of hits on YouTube. Before this, I am a mechanic, and I was doing slight videos here and there just for fun. When I posted these two up and noticed a bunch of response, I went ahead and did a drag build on how I built these two cars with watermelon over there. That does have a sound kit in it. I show you guys how to use the sound kit as a drag launch device, and that RC's been unstoppable with the VXL system that's in it, the stock electronics, and you know, stock transmission. It's basically all stock, except I did some minor upgrades to it. One was that octane body when it came out, and it did very well, and it's one of the fastest ones I have on this table. Now, missing link is my DR10. That was the last purchase I did. Came with the orange body, and I painted up this this Nova body, missing link style, and just recently put the reefs wheels on it, and it's a sick looking RC, but it's not as strong as watermelon. And I've done a lot of work to this, dialing this RC in. DR10 is a good starting platform, but needs a bunch of work. And I'm hoping this Losi is off the chain and can finally take out watermelon over there. But with all that said, even when I was doing this DR10, up in the corner, let me get you guys up there. Up in the corner over there, I have a stock two-wheel drive slash. Not really stock. It's basically, it's a stockish build, leftover parts. I bought a bunch of chassis off OfferUp a long time ago, 8 chassis to be correct, of just a bunch of random slash parts, because when me and the kids were running slashes, two-wheel drive slashes, we were breaking a lot of stuff. So I did a big purchase, 180 bucks. And I got 8 chassis, and I was able to, with all the parts I put together, build all my drag cars and my kids some slashes, and I've got one stock one left. So with that stock one, my plans were to do a custom build on this channel. And I figure now with the low-C drop, might be a perfect time. It's still a couple months away, gives me some time. I do have all the parts to do this build. I've had them for a while, and one of them's been in this box, or this priority mail, for a long time. And it's from Chuck's Works RC. And I saw a build on this a while ago, and I was like, oh, that looks like a cool build, and the design looked really cool to me. Being a mid-motor design and not a rear motor design where you take a slash and you convert it to a mid-motor, I was like, man, that looks pretty cool. Then I saw the way it was working online with a couple people that ran them, and realized, maybe it doesn't work. So at that point, I had other things going on. I never did the build. So we're gonna unwrap this thing. This thing has literally been in the package. It's been sent for a long time. Comes with Chuck's Work RC. There's his email. You want to email him. You want to do any of this. I don't know how it works. Like I said, this is new to me. And so I know it's supposed to move up the motor, and that's what I thought was unique about this. And I wanted to give it a shot, because by moving up the motor, you're bringing the weight to the center, but now you're not weight transferring onto the rear wheels. And these things have a lot of torque and spin anyway. But I figure if I can get the motor forward and add like weight to the rear, I should be able to balance out that power and get it to the ground. It's just something I had in mind, and I'm hoping that it's something I can possibly do, is to get these chassis to work really good. I've seen some people get this and have really bad luck with it. I'm telling you, and that's when I lost faith. I was watching a build on this when I bought this stuff. So I'm not telling anybody to go out there and buy this stuff. What I'm saying is I'm going to give it my shot, hoping that I have better luck with this setup. But this will be the first time I'm actually replacing a slash chassis. Normally I just run the slash chassis. So this is going to be a full custom build, which is basically a first for me when it comes to a drag car, or a drag conversion, or a ready to run, or any of that. So if this is something you guys want to see, then, you know, I suggest sticking around. I think it's going to be pretty cool. So I'm unbagging this to see what we're getting, so make sure I'm not throwing anything away. I don't know if this comes with hardware. It looks like it does. Comes with some hardware. Now I don't think I got the wheelie bar for this thing. I don't know if it's sold separately. I think there is a wheelie bar from this Chuck's Works guy on this. And I don't think I ordered the wheelie bar with this, which I'll probably have to order. Hopefully the company is still around. Like I said, I haven't looked. This has been sitting around for a long time, and I mean a long time, guys. So I want to say about a year. I want to say I got this chassis right about when I guess the DR10 was released, so maybe not quite a year, but it's been a while. The DR10 really got me back into playing with the drag stuff again, but it seems like every time I get involved in the drag stuff, I start leaning right over back to the Limitlesses, because I don't run a spec class with my drag cars. I never have. I do a lot of grudge racing with my drag cars. So I run it on whatever S I want to run, and whatever S I feel like I can put down. So I don't run, 2S. Very rare that I run 2S on any of my RCs anymore. But not to say 2S is bad, because I've seen 2S go really fast. So it's just what I prefer and what you prefer to build. Everybody builds something different. And I build for my local clubs. You know, I remember when I was doing the DR10 stuff, because I run that on 3S. Everybody's like, oh, that's not legal and blah, 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 and you can't run that, and, you know, why are you telling people that, you know, it's a fast RC and that kind of stuff when you're not building it for the spec classes? And, man, for me, like I tell everybody, you got to build for your area. You got to build for what you're doing and what you enjoy. You know, you want to go buy a ready to run and run it out of the box and try to go down and be competitive on 2S. That's your choice. I mean, you know, first of all, make sure you have a club in the area that you can go race. You know, because that's the biggest thing. For the longest time, I built drag cars, and I didn't even have a club in my area that I felt safe going to, that I could run. I did go to one, and it was in an area that, face it, guys, I'm white, and it's an area that in Los Angeles, white people should not be hanging out in Compton. But I went down there and went and checked it out anyway. I just, you know, I was born and raised here, so, you know, I'm not really scared. But you know when you're getting yourself put into a bad situation and something's going to pop off. And that's the way I felt. So me, I wouldn't bring my kids there. And I chose not to race with that club. With that said, I found another club the other direction. That pretty good group of guys that do drag racing, you know, get together and do some drag racing. So, you know, don't automatically jump and say, hey, you know, you got to build to this class and you got to abide by these rules. For me, that's just not the case. I talked to the local guys that we meet up in little drag association, and they have an unlimited class that you can run anything in. They also have a 3S class. You know, they do have a 2S spec class that they run, but their rules aren't as strict as some of these other club rules. So with that said, you know, build an RC that you're going to love to build it your way. And if you want to build it for a class, go check out, I suggest everybody go find your local racers first and then build your RC. Don't just build an RC and plan on going to events and running it and then finding out you have to change everything you put together because it doesn't fit any rules, or the rules that it does fit put you in an unlimited class that's unfair, that you can't run this RC against. So for me, I got very lucky. I built these without rules. I built that without rules. This one came ready to run, and I changed out the electronics, and I run it. It can go up to 4S. I run it on 3S. So, and it's very quick. I did a lot of testing, made the car go straight, that kind of stuff. So, in the next coming videos, we're going to go ahead and assemble this thing. We are going to take a stock Slash and convert it. So here's the little beast that we're going to be converting. As you see, you know, I don't even have a motor in this one. I robbed the motor out of it. ESC is just unplugged, just sitting here. A Castle ESC and traxxas receiver, traxxas steering servo, stock suspension, stock everything else, stock chassis, stock arms. At least I think they're stock arms. Yeah, they're stock arms. So, and it's even a base kit. It's got Phillips screws in it. So, yeah, all stock arms. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to make some changes along the way, but we're going to take this platform right here, and we're going to do this Chuck's Works RC. And we're going to do this whole conversion. I'm going to get this thing built. It's not going to be built very fast. I'm going to take my time. It shouldn't take very long to put this thing together. Looks like he's got a bunch of hardware in a baggie. And yeah, do have some instructions here that we're going to read. It's just 1 or 2 pages. So it's got a couple of pages, you know, and that's it. 2 pages really isn't going to take long to build. And knowing the Slash like I do, it shouldn't take me very long. Now I do have different electronics coming for this build, and I have different wheels coming for this build. Shout out Reefs. So we're gonna put together a pretty cool build. I think you guys are gonna like it. Let me know what body you want me to build for this one, because that's one thing I don't have and I haven't ordered, is a body for this drag build. So down in the comments, we do have a Camaro one coming with the Losi. Down in the comments, let's vote. Let's see what body we should buy and build for this drag slash. Kind of like what I did with my Limitless GT build. Everybody voted on the color. Color came out fire. Shout out you guys. Let's do it on this body. What body should we buy? And then after we get that, we'll cut it, we'll fit it, and then we'll vote on a color. So let's do some voting. Vote down below. Let me know what body we're going to throw on this so I can get that ordered up. And then we'll start voting on electronics and other stuff. I already have the wheels picked out. That's coming. They are going to be a Reefs wheel. We can vote on electronics. We can vote on shocks. We can vote on stuff and see how you guys want to build this stuff. And I think it'll be a pretty cool little build series. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on my next video. Comment down below. Like this video. We'll see you on the next one.